All right, so welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So, prior to the previous video I did afterwards, about I would say half an hour later, as Pam was getting ready to go out the door, the fire truck started the noise campaign again, and I noticed that she keeps on. I was went in the kitchen. I noticed that she kept hanging around the kitchen, and as soon as I turned around, she'll just turn around and walk off, right? Because she's have on her her uniform, right? And again, they do this all the time, and so with her using her to do that, right? So I said, why you keep walking back and forth in the kitchen? I said, as soon as I turn around, you all of a sudden you're turning your back and you're walking, walking away, right? So she's like, oh, I'm looking for my shoes. I said, your shoes is not in the kitchen, okay? I said, you've been in this kitchen since the time I got up, making the kids breakfast. You came in, or what have you. You have, your shoes is not in here. So again, using the sirens to trigger and to send her in to send the subliminal message. All right. So I'm still in the kitchen. She comes back, stands up in front of the kitchen, and as soon as I turn, then she walks into her bedroom. Okay. And then, like I said, as she was leaving, fire trucks, whatever, and then she starts shaking. She had change in her hands and starts shaking it. I'm just like, yeah, okay. It's the same shit they do over and over again, right? In this Coercive Persuasion Program, and the fact that I'm not falling for their bullshit, never, uh, you know, never. I shouldn't say never have, but always, trying to figure out what it is that they're doing, and realizing that they're trying to create a slave mentality within me, right? A slave mentality, a docile mentality, to one where they're conditioning black men to be the the floor in which black women will walk on. But what black women don't understand is that, like I said, what happened when they do this? Yeah, hear the sirens. Yeah, who is going to be there to protect you when they come for you? Okay, it ain't gonna be black men, and it certainly ain't gonna be these white zaddies. It ain't gonna be them. Okay, you're gonna be left by yourself, unprotected, because you didn't raise strong, masculine black men. Just remember, the majority of black boys in this country are raised in single household run by women with no fathers. This is the breakup of the black family that the FBI had decided that this was what they're going to do moving forward after the civil rights movement, because they understood how important the black family unit was in terms of financial support for black organizations to fight against white supremacists. But black women don't want to hear that. They're caught up in the fake hair, the long nails, the long ass eyelashes, going to these colleges, racking up all these debt, which is fine. But then you expect a black man to come into your life and pay for it, right? When it comes to the black men and black women, there's only a one way support, and that is black men supporting black women, not the other way around. And that's the general consensus. Okay? And that is how these white supremacists is going to destroy and break the backs of black people in this country. They've already succeeded way beyond what they can have imagined. When I go on Facebook and I see these 40 something year old, 50 something year old, acting as if they're 25-year-olds, including us men too. Okay? I'm not excusing us from this, but we have to stand up and fight back. We have to regain our masculinity and forget about what these white supremacists, these white liberals, when they come in and talk about, black male masculinity is toxic. How come they don't say that about white men? How come white men masculinity is never toxic? They're the majority of the ones that are running around uh, killing people in masses. Okay? How come the white women don't say that about white men? But they got you black women saying that against black men. Don't think that because they give you a position and you're making it so they know exactly what they're doing. They know what kind of ego they're creating, what kind of mentality, what personality they are creating within you guys. And you guys have to be smarter than that. Black women were one of the wisest people. Were not one, but were the wisest people on this planet. Okay? In African civilization, the kings and queens, the rulers of nation, passed through the lineage of the mother, not the father, the mother. The mother was the consort of the kings and queens. They were the advisors. When that king went on his mission, it was the queen that was responsible for the nation, for the kingdom. That's our history. That's who we are. When black nations would fall uh, from being invaded, they would fall. It was the black queens that came to the rescue. So understand the relationship that black men and black women have, and they know it. Just like I said, just go read the book, A Golden Stool. It's the blueprint to what they were going to do to us as a people, as nations. And this the problem is that we don't like to read. Well, not say we don't like to read. We don't like to read history. We don't like to read the truth. But we like to read the Bible. We like to read everything that makes us feel good while ignoring the reality. That's just part of the psychological conditioning. That's also part of the technology being used. I said just look towards China. At least China is more open about what it is that they're doing. You know, attaching credit score to smiles, right? So you could be having the most shitty day, but once you step outside, you gotta have a smile on your face, because if you don't, your credit will be negatively impacted. Okay? See, I don't need to water myself down to be accepted, particularly when you're not a bad person, particularly when you want what's best for yourself and for not just yourself, but for your people also. But this is not what they do to us as black people in America. They create an extreme sense, an extreme version of individualism within us. Okay? An extreme, over emotional mindset. Okay? Because let me tell you something. When I tell people in the United States how many states allow adults to marry children, they go silent. They go silent. Why? Because the majority of people, men who are marrying underage children, are white men. And that's the truth. That's the facts. There is no outrage or nothing. But they can sure get us in the black community to overreact and act stupid. Right? Over the same things that they do. That's wrong. So if you're a black person, you do it, you know it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay? Simple as that. But I just want you to understand the mindset that black people will crucify each other while worshiping the very same people that are oppressing them. It is our mindset and what they've created within us. And like I said, you are not going to water me down. Okay? Because guess what? Who's going to protect black women? You see, another thing the white supremacists will do is to villainize us black men to make, and then for black women to look at them as their protectors. But again, that's the deception. That's the trickery. All you gotta do is look at the facts. When black people, doctors are white, they're most likely to die early. They're less likely to receive better health care services. When black people have black doctors, black physicians, they receive better health care and they live longer. That's the facts. But keep ignoring the facts and keep living by your anecdotal experience. and see how it's going to serve you in the long run. Because remember, white supremacists, they're not playing Monopoly. They're playing chess. They're not playing checkers. I mean, not Monopoly. They're not playing checkers. They're playing chess. Okay? So you can keep playing checkers and see where that leaves us. Wake up, open your mind, learn the truth, accept the truth, even if it's painful. Okay? And it's okay to have feelings, negative feelings from time to time. We're human beings. We have a range of emotions. We're not supposed to be thinking happy, happy, happy all the time. This is their manipulative tactics. So that when they continue to oppress us, we're going to be happy about it. Okay? Understand that. We're human beings. We have a range of emotions, and it's okay. As long as we don't take it to the extreme, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being angry. There's nothing wrong with being jealous. Everybody gets jealous. Everybody gets angry. There's nothing wrong with being, you know, uh, feeling like, trying to think here. Feel, it's okay to sometimes feel like, you can't do certain things. Because it's okay. Stop feeding into the bullshit that you can do everything. No, you can't. Nobody can do everything. And this is the foolish way of thinking they have us thinking and believing. And so we kill ourselves trying to do everything. We're black people. Our culture have always been dependent on each other. Okay? Our culture have always been understanding that the women, black women, are the wisest. That we go to for counseling. We go to learn. But what they have done to black women and black men is to take us out of our natural role within our culture and create the most extreme version of who they are within us. Okay? Just remember that. All right.